All right, so today we are doing chromatography RF values, and you're going to need a millimeter ruler and a simple calculator. This is our chromatography strip. So we drew a line of the ink we wanted to test down here. We put it in the solution. It sat for 10 to 20 minutes. All of the colors within that ink have spread throughout the strip, and you get this chromatography strip of the different colors that make up that ink. In color, it's a little easier, but here you can see where the chunks kind of are darkest. The top of each chunk is going to be your color line. So you're going to draw a line there, there. That one's already drawn for you here and here. Those are the colors in which we had separate from our ink. If this was in color, you would see green, orange, yellow, blue, and pink on this strip. This line here is representing our ink line or our start line. This is drawn in the pen that you are testing. Before you actually put it in the solution. Up here where you can see there the print stopped, that's going to be our solvent line. That's where the liquid that we dissolve the ink in stops once you've pulled the strip. You have to mark this while it is still wet because the solvent does evaporate off of the strip. And that needs to be marked in pencil because if you mark it in any type of pen, the solvent is going to react with that ink and contaminate your strip. So this is your solvent line, and make a note that you draw this line in pencil. You read a strip from bottom to top. So this is our start line. This is color 1, color 2, color 3, color 4, and color 5. There's no set number of colors that are going to be on a strip. It just depends on what the ink you did does. So for this one, we're actually going to need to add 2 boxes. Sorry, I didn't print it the best. But it's easy enough to draw and add boxes. You may have to do this on your actual assignment as well. So no worries there. So draw yourself 2 more boxes. And this is where we start filling out our strip. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color chunks. So I have 5 colors that I'm going to evaluate. You are going to measure in millimeters. So on my ruler, I have an inches side and I have a centimeter side. We're going to use the centimeter side. And on the centimeter side, each little line is a millimeter. So for 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. You're going to place the start of the ruler on the start line. You zoom in a little bit. So I've got my ruler lined up here at the bottom. And you are going to then measure from the start line to the solvent line. That's the first thing you have to measure. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then you count the little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at the 5. So my solvent distance is 105 millimeters. Then you don't move your ruler and you keep measuring the same way. So for each color, you measure from the start line to the color. So for color 1, which is pink, I'm going to write pink on this first line. Hey, fill in your notes. Then come get the assignment. For the first one is pink. You are measuring 10, 11, 12 because my line is on the second little line. Second color is blue. I start here, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2. Third color is yellow. 10, 20, 30, 40, and we didn't get quite to 50. So 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next color is orange. 60, and we didn't get quite to 70. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's up?
Sorry, I didn't know you.
No, you're okay. What's up?
Do we start from the bottom of the circle?
The bottom of the bottom circle to the top of each of the dots.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then last we have right at 100. So now you're done with the ruler. And we've measured our whole strip and we have our numbers over here. Now we're going to solve for RF. And when we solve for RF, it's the distance of the color divided by the distance of the solvent. So we're going to take our color distance, which is 12, and we're going to divide that by our solvent distance, which is 105. That answer is going to go in our RF value spot. When you type that into the calculator, you will do 12 divided by 105 equals, and you're going to get this big old long decimal. I do not want all of those decimal points in your assignment. You're going to go to the second decimal point, so you have to look at the third to see if it will round up the second. So 4 does not round up, so we would end up with 0.11 for the first one. And then you're going to do that the same way for all the others. So 32 divided by 105 equals 4 does not round up my 0. So I have 30. If you ever get an answer that is more than 1, you did it wrong, because your RF value is the percent that color takes up of the strip that you have. So the closer you get to the top, the higher your decimal should be. The 7 rounds the 5, so I'm going to have 0.46. The 7 rounds the 5, so I'm going to have 0.66. I always divide by 105 for this strip because this strip is 105 millimeters big. 2 does not round the 5, so I'm going to have. So that is how you measure, prep, measure, and calculate a chromatography strip.